Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and welcome to another English lesson here on the channel where I have the opportunity to help you to improve your English comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. And you know, I primarily do it by reading stories. And as you can see, I am outside. It is such a beautiful day. The sun is shining on my bald head. But I wanted to come out here because it's such a beautiful day. So today I wrote a story about being ambushed. And I'm going to explain to you what it means to be ambushed in today's story. So let's get ready for a little bit of learning and laughter. Kimberly was a 32-year-old woman who had just moved into a cozy little house near a lake. And I'm not sure that if you can see it or not, but there is a lake in the background. She loved the peace and quiet of the countryside, especially the birds that sang every morning. And you can hear the frogs right now. The birds were singing here in the country this morning, but right now the frogs are out. But one sunny afternoon, her peaceful life took a surprising turn. Now, when something is surprising, it's when someone does something or something happens that is unexpected. Okay, you don't see it coming. It is a surprise. So right behind me, I have 3 bird feeders, and to my surprise, there is a bird that has flown right into one of the feeders right now. As she stepped into her backyard to water her plants, she was ambushed by a group of loud, determined ducks. Now, when someone is ambushed, they are attacked. We usually use the word ambush when talking about military or warfare type subjects, but you can be ambushed by anyone. Someone can ambush you in a conversation. Animals can ambush you. Your children could be happy to see you, "Hi, Daddy," and ambush you at the door. So to be ambushed is to be attacked, and it's usually by an unexpected or surprising moment. Okay? Notice the ducks came out of nowhere, waddling fast, wings flapping, and quacking like they meant business. They were serious. So I don't see them right now, but this story was written basically from my experience. I constantly get ambushed by ducks in my backyard. I started feeding them a short time ago, and now they ambush me every time they see me. So when I came out here to record this lesson the first time, they ran from the back of the yard all the way up here, and they saw I didn't have any food, and they are in the neighbor's yard next door. When they come back, I'll show you guys what they look like. "Why are you chasing me? I don't have any bread," she yelled. The ducks surrounded her, blocking every direction she tried to run. Her neighbor, Mr. Jenkins, peeked over the fence, trying not to laugh. "You must have stepped near their nest," he said, Kimberly, still trapped in the middle of the chaos. "A little warning would have been nice," she said. She finally escaped by tossing a piece of bread that she happened to have in her pocket from breakfast. The ducks chased the bread, giving her just enough time to dash into the house. Out of breath but laughing, Kimberly looked through the window and saw the ducks walking proudly across her yard like they won a battle. The next day, she bought a small fence to keep her feathery friends at a distance. So A fence is a barrier that provides boundaries in a yard. Now, sometimes we describe ducks as feathery friends because they have a lot of feathers. That's just another way we describe ducks in English. The next day, she bought a fence to keep her feathery friends at a distance. She even made a sign that said, "Beware of attack ducks." Surprisingly, the story made her famous in the neighborhood. People stopped by to take pictures and bring her friends little gifts. Of course, they probably posted it on social media. From then on, Kimberly kept her toast inside of her coat and always looked both ways before entering the yard. The ducks still visited, but now they came in peace, probably waiting for snacks. You know what's funny? My neighbor knows that I feed the birds, and he gives me bread that he doesn't eat. I mean, he gives me 2 and 3 loaves of bread sometime to feed the birds, and I started feeding some of the ducks and swans. And I don't give them bread all the time, but occasionally I do, and they have begun to notice me and recognize me. And when I come outside, they want to eat, and so they ambush me. Now, speaking of my neighbor, I'll probably do another video later, and I hope you can hear me fine because the wind is now blowing, but I got a sad story about my neighbor to tell you guys, and I'll do that a little bit later. So, we've talked about the vocabulary words in today's story: surprise, ambush, fence, feathery, and let me talk about escape. Okay, you remember in the story how Kimberly escaped the ducks that were ambushing her? When someone escapes, they are fleeing from danger. So she ran into the house to escape. And so you can use escape in a number of ways. You might say the cat escaped through the window when the dog ran after it. Okay, so escape, to get away from danger. Now, that's going to do it for today's quick English lesson in story form. If you want today's notes, you can follow the link down in the description. And if this is your first time, I have a playlist of other lessons that you can watch, and my longer English lessons are also linked down in the description. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson, and if it has been a help to you, please share it with a friend. And until next time, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.